Unconventional investors like CSE founder Joseph Hooper never gamble with options and use their unconventional wisdom to generate income from these high-risk option traders.
The way we minimize risk through the use of covered calls is by selling a covered call when we buy the stock. We're not looking for the stock to go up in value.
Traditionally, you're encouraged to buy a stock and hold that stock and hope and pray that it goes up in value. You have no control over your investment. You literally throw that money out the window and hope and pray that it goes up. Where this differs is that it injects management control into your assets, just like you'd manage a business or you manage a piece of real estate. You can control that asset to produce you income. You produce a consistent income of 3, 4, 5% per month from that asset, so you grow your money regardless of the direction of the market.
Putting your money to work isn't as difficult as you think. Using the method pioneered by Compound Stock Earnings, both seasoned and novice investors are discovering a new and better way to maximize their returns.
Covered calls go back a long time, 50, 60 years. My dad was doing covered calls many, many years ago, before the advent of the computer even. But the computer democratized the business. All of a sudden you could get the information that you needed to buy stocks and sell covered calls. Prior to that, it was very difficult to do, and commissions were very, very expensive, and the average investor was just totally cut out of the picture. Today, the average investor, through the use of the computer, can be very much involved with buying stocks and selling covered calls and having significant returns.
But you don't have to have years of investing experience to put your money to work right now.
The street mentality is regards investments always been buy stock, it's supposed to go up in value. If the stock doesn't go up in value, then you sell the stock for a loss, and you go buy another stock that's going to go up in value. Now what happens is, after you do that enough times, every time a stock goes down 10%, you sell it 10 times, you don't have any value left. You don't have anything to go buy. And we don't teach that. We teach buy a good stock, keep that stock like a rental property, sell covered calls against it for the income and for the compounding to make that money grow. $10,000 at 5% per month grows into $3.5 million in 10 years. That's an incredible, incredible return. The stock never has to go up in value, not one penny. It can stay at 10,000, it can go down, but you're going to have $3.5 million at the end of the 10 years.
The reason why more people aren't doing this is simply a lack of education. Interestingly, you could only start doing this as a retail investor in 1999 to 2000, was when retail investors really got access to being able to do covered calls for themselves. The two catalysts were, one, the internet, and two, lowering of brokerage commissions. So the internet came around and brought brokerage commissions right down to the point where private investors with a smaller amount of money could do this.
Our long-term goal and our objective at Compound Stock Earnings is to teach investors that there's another method, another way to make returns, not 4 or 5% a year, not mutual fund returns, but 4 or 5% per month, which our investors do on a regular basis. And when people come to our seminars, they meet those people. We have clients that have been doing this for 7 years. And so this allows people to retire when they get those kind of returns at a much earlier age, or any age, with a lot less capital. They can retire in grand style because they're getting 4 or 5% per month and not 4 or 5% per year.
Whether you're an aggressive or a conservative investor, whether you have experience with investing or not, even if you only have a few $1,000s, there's a better way to build your wealth and generate income in retirement. How can you get started? And sign up for a free 2-hour seminar that can show you how to see steady returns immediately. Attend live on the internet or in person at a conference center near you.
There are literally thousands upon thousands of people who are now taking control of their money and pulling their money out of the hands of investment advisors and learning this technique. And the process is either reading the book or taking the 2-day seminar, and you can really get going from day one, from month one, and start doing this technique and making the return.